Alright, you guys, today I will be reviewing Black Clover chapter 248. So, of course, like usual, spoiler warnings, and you have been warned. Click off, like I said, if you don't want to be spoiled. Now, let's get into it. So, oh, Lord Hammers, Black Clover, I have to say, oh man, because of this little 2 week break that they're doing constantly, thanks to coronavirus, it's kind of mess with my nerves a little bit, you know. I want more chapters back on my weekly basis, and the fact that I gotta wait a little minute for all this glory is bothering me a little bit. But you know what I'm saying, it's alright though, because this was a pretty it was a short chapter. It wasn't really much to it, so this won't be a long video, but still, just to go over a few things that happened in a chapter, you know what I'm saying, as per usual. It starts off with something simple, Asta bringing Luck and Magna in to actually talk with Gaia, because Gaia simply tells them, like, yeah, you know, told Asta anyway that natural people with mana, meaning lightning, fire, you know, the natural elements work the best with rune magic and all stuff. That's stuff that we saw Gaia use before. And we see that when they get there, one of the things that Gaia tells them is you have to be at least a stage 3 or above to be able to use the runes and stuff. And Magna, with just his mana amount, is only a stage 5. And that causes Magna to essentially not be able to do anything. And he actually kind of storms out and, you know, kind of just like, yeah, you know, it's just annoying. Like, I'll do this, you know what I'm saying, on my own type thing. Now, I already know, just like, Lord, they're kind of back harboring on this little rivalry that Magna and Luck have. You know what I'm saying, with them, you know what I'm saying, constantly battling with each other and battling alongside each other and being able to be somewhat comparable. But of course, Luck, you know what I'm saying, kind of took off with it. You know, just another little infighting rivalry. And it wouldn't really surprise me, especially after this chapter that I'll get to the ending of later. It wouldn't surprise me if Magna storming off was the best thing possible, because he may come back with like some god tier level power, same thing that Luck has. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just because, like I said, they're meant to be rivals. You know what I'm saying? They're best friends within the Black Bull. That's just kind of like their character. And even though Magna was stated to be a stage 5, which, by the way, I know it sparked a lot of debate and stuff within the Black Clover community, like, because they didn't really understand how he could only be stage 5 just based off of pure mana amount. I'm not really gonna get into it. I thought that Black Clover messed up the power system immediately as soon as they introduced the whole stages in the first place, but like I said, I'm not going to get into that. The point being, especially after the chat, like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if, because there are 4 Dark Disciples, if I remember correctly, and Magna is in the Heart Kingdom. So it wouldn't surprise me if maybe in the next chapter or so we actually see Magna get to fight someone as well. But I just thought that was just something interesting. It's clearly kind of foreshadowed, in my opinion. But after that, we immediately return back to the fight between Luck and the other Dark Disciple, Sevekin. Sevekin, I think that's how you say it. I still suck at names. But but Luck is actually, yet again, he's still having difficulty thanks to his skin magic, but he manages to constantly kind of enter this little Sonic mode, and he's constantly talking to himself, and it's like, go faster, go faster, go faster. And it's actually making him start to be able to, as Svekin put it himself, Luck was actually able to kind of damage him just a tiny bit. And he even said, like, oh, okay, you're moving faster than my skin magic, though, you know, not by much. So I don't really get that much damage. But just to make sure, he activated the skin magic, skin fort. And that is honestly really cool. And even in the span, like, you see Luck, the little lightning boot stuff, he's able to actually detach it and kind of send it on his own. But even with him activating the skin fort, we get to see Luck essentially hit this like god tier power, because I mean, oh my goodness. As I was reading the chat, I was like, okay, Luck, man, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? And he kind of stands on the wall, or sorry, stands in the air, activate like 5 magic circles, or 5 arrays rather, and uses another magic ability that we haven't seen him being able to use it, called True Lightning Magic Serranos. And I was just like, oh. And at first I was a little confused. I was like, what exactly did he do? But as you tell, he literally turned himself into a spear of lightning. Like, I was just like, oh my goodness. And but Luck actually defeats a 50% devil enhanced Dark Disciple. Okay, that is extremely huge, especially for Luck, who hasn't really gotten a lot of dubs in the past. So that was extremely cool. Now, I used the word array, and I know that's immediately going to make people question what the word is an array. Well, if you remember, if you're caught up in the anime, when Gaia essentially activated his lightning abilities, you always saw these little runes that come around, that came around circling him or searching a part of his body. Those are what are known as arrays. And essentially what the array does, they're kind of like magic commands, to put it in the simplest way. You know what I'm saying? For example, you know what I'm saying, if you have a room with just, or sorry, create a array with just a few runes or whatnot, you know what I'm saying, you have less commandments, so it won't be like as powerful as something like when Gaia used more runes and caused a much more complicated array, meaning, you know what I'm saying, he had more commandments in it and stuff. It allowed for him to utilize that extremely powerful magic where he essentially formed that giant array in the sky and was going to use it to launch on Noel and them. Or actually, sorry, he did use the launch on. That is what a array is. Array are just simply what happens when you take the runes and give it command, basically. And that's why it forms around them the way it does. Now, like I said, that was just a little brief explanation. The next thing that I just want to talk about before the video is, it is now confirmed, yeah, Luck is stronger than currently. Now, like I said in the last chapter, I was questioning it, cause I was like, does this mean that he's strong? Because it is 50%. But now that he's actually defeated him, because I didn't know if Luck was actually going to win, which I don't know why I didn't think that. But once he won, yeah, it is official that he is now stronger, considering even the current lost, or sorry, barely beat a 40% elf, and, or sorry, not elf, but Dark Disciple. And the second Dark Disciple he beat, he needed the help of Letterly, who has a Elven boost, by the way, from her past, and even a Elven Klaus, who had been training like crazy for the past 6 months, and that's essentially gave him a win. So yeah, Luck is currently stronger. Will it last? I personally don't think so. There's just too much for the fact he's more of a main character. I just don't think it'll last. But the next thing that, like, I may save this for another video, but it does kind of make me worried, because now it just shows just how overpowered all of the Black Bulls were, or sorry, how they are and how they're going to continue going. Now, what kind of worries me about this is because I feel like it's going to be two Black Bull center, two Black Bull center, and I am extremely worried about that, because I don't want the Black Bulls to be like the Goku of the Black Clover universe, where it's just always they do this and they do that, and we don't really get to see the other squads or other captains and stuff really partake in any battles. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm extremely worried about that, but I may say that for another video. Like I said, the chapter was extremely short. There wasn't really much to really go into. It was just more of a battle sequence to show how much stronger Luck has gotten. So there wasn't really much to it, but either way, I still hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you want more videos. Like I said, I know I've been gone for about a week, and I'm sorry, but I have not just been sitting on my ass. Okay, I actually do have some more videos. I'm actually trying to do a Demon Slayer video, so be on the lookout for that. And until next time, you guys, I'll see you. Peace.